welcome back to the channel. I'd just like to say that I'm sorry I haven't really been putting out too many videos here in, well, about the last couple of months. I just really haven't been doing a lot of things. I've been doing a few things here and there, but nothing really to make a video on. But I just thought, I'd give you guys a little bit of an update on things that I have been doing. As you can see here, I do have my 300 TD in here, and I've got the CLK wheels put on it, just as a roller, basically. I don't know if I'm going to keep these wheels on here, but on that note, I just really hope everybody has been having good holidays, and hopefully next year will be a good year for you. That's kind of what I'm hoping, anyways. But on that note, I'll kind of show you what I've been doing here with the 300 TD. I got it in here, and I've been kind of cleaning up on it a little bit. I do have a few things that I did stick in the back of it, but I've gotten in here and vacuumed it all up and took the rear seats out, and as you can see, there's some old stereo wiring that I had for some subs that I had in the back of this thing years ago. But one of the main things that I've been kind of looking at here on the car is I had it in here and it started overheating a little bit, and I'm hoping that it's the thermostat on here that's stuck after so many years of basically just not getting it out and being able to drive it. But I've got a new thermostat ordered, and it should be here in the next couple of days, I'm hoping. But no real news on the Saab itself. It's just been kind of in here, being protected inside the garage, which is probably the best thing for it right now. But speaking of the Saab, I did manage to get out here, and if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that Saab 4-cylinder was actually sitting down here on this tire because I had that 300 SD engine up on the stand. But I have come out here and started doing a little bit of cleaning up on this engine. Kind of right up here on this valve cover lid. It's definitely a lot cleaner here than pretty much anywhere else, except for this part of the intake. And I'll kind of show you guys what I've been using to do that. I've been using a little bit of steel wool and water, and just kind of get in there and just kind of scrubbing on it, and it feels a lot nicer, and it's quite a bit cleaner than the rest of it. But I think I'll end up making a video of getting this engine cleaned up and all of that at a later date. What I plan on doing with this 4-cylinder here is I plan on getting the valve cover lid off of it and basically pulling everything off of the front, and I'm basically going to pull the motor apart and reseal it and put a new timing chain and tensioners and all that good kinds of stuff inside of there, just because I don't want to be like some of the other YouTubers on here that just take and toss their engine in their car without doing some proper maintenance to it, because I I really want my car to last. But on another note, uh, the 300 SD outside, I have been having just a little bit of a problem with it. I'll get this garage door opened up here, and but it's been parked outside here now, almost ever since I got the wagon in there. You can see that the wagon is on some dollies there, and I can scoot it over to the side to get the 300 SD in. But I've been noticing some popping coming from the front end, and I think I've got a ball joint going bad on the driver's side up here, and I think it's the bottom one, because I've already replaced the upper control arm on it, and yeah. But one thing that I did manage to forget whenever I put the engine back in the car is I didn't put a block heater on it, and that has been kind of a pain to deal with this winter. So basically, I've kind of come out here, and I thought about taking the block heater off of this wagon, but it's really not in much better shape than the one that was on that 300 SD. So I'm basically going to be looking at getting a new block heater for the car, and yeah, kind of going from there with it. But if I leave it parked up inside the garage, it does all right trying to start. After all of the work that I've done to the engine with getting it retimed and basically adjusting the valves, it does start up fairly decently. But now I'd just like to talk a little bit about where I'm going to try to go with the channel. I'm still going to have basically how-to videos on how to do some of the stuff on here. There are a few things that are different on this wagon, specifically on the engine, that are different from what is on that 300 SD that I honestly couldn't cover with the 300 SD. But also, I think I'm going to try to start putting up more videos with the C55, even though there's not really that much wrong with it. As you can see, it's not out in the driveway or anywhere here. My wife has been basically daily driving it, but I think we're almost to the point where it's starting to get not a lot of miles, but a few miles on it. And I just would really like to quit driving it as much. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to get that C55 basically out of daily driver status, and I'm going to get in there and start doing some work to it. It just needs little things. I mean, it really is a pretty nice car. About the main thing that's really wrong with it is the front bumper, which we just basically need to pay the deductible and wait for parts to get in, and we can get it fixed through our insurance. But I've been kind of holding off on doing that because, I don't want to take a chance with it again and getting it fixed and still daily driving it and have what happened to it before happen again and be back at the same point. So, so that's kind of going to be our uh, next thing that we're going to do. But but as far as what I'm going to try to get done out here in the shop is I'm really going to try to get this saw back on the road because honestly, it's a lot closer to being back on the road than just about anything else in here. Even though this wagon does run and all of that, it still needs a transmission. It needs the SLS looked at, and the interior is not in the best of shape on the car. But I think I think that's going to be my plan of action is to get the transmission uh, from a guy that I know and get that saw put back together, get the engine resealed, and put a timing belt at least into that 4-cylinder. So yeah, I'm sorry about the lack of videos, but that's just kind of where I've been at here recently. So I'd just like to thank all my 217 subscribers that I've gotten this year. Thanks for watching my videos, and I really hope that you guys have found something useful in them. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great 2023, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video that should be coming up here pretty soon. I'm gonna try to get that thermostat for this, and yeah, kind of go from there. But like I say, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.